What is up, guys? Your boy Ed from Elite Ceviche. You already know I had already made an intro for this video. I had already made a deck for this video, as in like a theorizing deck, something that could have been cool, something that could have been a lot of fun. But what I have now is kind of deaded. You already know how dinos are. They get deaded, and they get shot all the time. So I think that at this point, because Verde got hit, and which is actually the only hit to this deck, what's going to end up happening is that I'm going to have to throw this deck away for a minute and just kind of like think about what I should be doing with it and how I should be building it now. Verde not being a thing kind of hurts the main way of playing this deck, which was, you know, make Verde, and then off of Verde you're supposed to like make the DPE, and then DPE pop the scythe and then just scythe lock people. I think that combo itself of scythe locking people like that is done. We didn't even have to hit scythe. That's the funny thing. But now the crazy thing is that because we can't Verde and we can't scythe people, that means that the way that maybe other decks are going to be able to scythe lock is going to be a little different. So that means that they're not going to necessarily have what we would say as in, like, you know, the DP through the Verde, but they can still do like the artifact ignition and then pop, and then if they did have the fusion summon in their hand and then they just set the scythe and then they pop the scythe, you know, stuff like that, right? But let's get into it. Before we continue with this video, make sure you guys check out my new sponsor, Dank Ritual Playmats. They have amazingly beautiful, high quality 2-player cloth mats, which come in various colors. You guys can also get 10% off with coupon code Ceviche10. Make sure you guys check them out. So call me a madman or whatever, but I came up with this deck. I'm going to show you guys a combo. It's a Dino deck. And there's a couple of cards here that are being proxied because my boy Rolando is borrowing them. I've been thinking about building this deck for a while. People have told me that don't build it. At least a couple of people. I've talked to like 2 or 3 people about it. Then Rolo brought it up today, and I'm like, yeah, I think this deck is going to be fun. I'm going to play it, and I'm going to show you guys a combo, and you guys tell me if you like it or not. There's probably multiple ways to end on the same board, but this is just something that I've been thinking about doing so far. It does require a little bit, a couple of cards. That's one of them, or if not that, of course, you already know. And then the other cards are, of course, that. So either or, doesn't matter. Let's just say you start off with these. It's super simple to get to. I think the matter of fact that you don't need to normal summon and you can just play through this, you're kind of chilling. It locks you out of your normal, but it's whatever, honestly. You have fossil digs where you can search this, and then there's many of ways. Also, I play like Foolish Burial, and you can send this. I'm going to show you guys the list. I'm going to tell you what cards I'm proxying for what, because I've been sitting here for like 2 to 3 hours just kind of like comboing off and trying to come up with cool ideas, but this is the best idea that I have. Yes, it is a 3-card combo, which does require a lot, but if you really think about it, the amount of variants that you can come into this, it's so many. Even this can just be like the petite or whatever, and it's just like, okay, whatever. Let's start that off. Should be super simple. Let me see how far I can go. There you go. Okay, so that's gonna be my banish pile. So effect, banish. Of course, we're gonna add the right. I'm gonna activate the right. I'm gonna get that token, and then I'm gonna go ahead and place Faithful Adventure. You guys already know. Pretty simple. Can you guys see that? I'm gonna scoot that down just a little bit. Cool. From here, I try not to activate the effect to get the equip spell just yet, but you gotta keep in mind that this is a 3-card combo, so you have like an extra 2 cards. So make sure that it's not something I need. Whatever. Yeah, there's 2 cards I don't need. So the next thing that I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna go Faithful right away, and I'm gonna search for the Griffin, and then I'm gonna just discard a random card from my hand. Can I see that? Perfect. There you go. Discard from hand. You activate the effect, you summon out your Griffin, you're chilling. So now you have Griffin on the board. You have these. You don't want your mist to get negated, so that's the reason why you're doing the Griffin thing. Discard the Mist, banish the Mist, of course. Once you banish the Mist, you're gonna go for your level 1. Oh, this is my English one. I don't like my English one. Where's my Euro? There you go, my Italian one. Use the effect of Bad Boy. You pop the baby, of course. You search for your pill. Use the effect of the baby. You special summon out Ovi. Use the effect of Ovi. You search out of another baby. So you haven't even normal summoned yet, and if you do, it doesn't matter, because it's like you can normal summon, right? This doesn't lock you out of normal summoning, it just locks you out the normal summon monster effects. So I think we're chilling so far. This is where my Banish, my Grave, and my field looks like. First thing that I want to do here before I continue with this, because it requires too many spaces, is that you want to link this away as soon as possible. You don't play Dragoon, this is supposed to be my DP, but Rolo has my DP, so just kind of bear with me real quick. I've been kind of doing this for a minute, and it's so cool. I really like it. From here, this is now that you have the ability, you normal summon, you use the effect of Obi, you pop this, you special summon out your baby. The reason why you're doing this is because this was special summoned off of one baby, and it wasn't normal summon, so you're chilling. The one that you normal summoned, you didn't use the effect because it doesn't have a normal summon effect, right? So you just pop it with your Obi, and then now it has the effect of the graveyard monster, so pop to special, and then so you're going to go ahead and special that back from that effect, right? And now you're using this one to special summon. So you guys already know how OV Pop Baby Special Baby works, right? This is where we're at. Next thing that we want to do is that we want to go ahead and link. This is where you actually do bring out your Dagda, and on summon of the Dagda, that's whenever you go 1, 2. So on summon effect and then chain, you're gonna go Draco back, of course, and then you're going Dagda, artifact Scythe. So Scythe gets set. You add this to your hand, whatever. You link that away. This is where I don't have a Verde, so we're gonna use that as my Verde. That's so funny. You get to activate that, whatever. You do it on your pill. I mean, you do it on your token. Now you activate your pill, you banish. I always go for Karibo, it doesn't even matter. Karibo, Giant Rex, you special summon out. Bad boy. Effect of Giant Rex, because he was banished, it's a special summon. So you see, you still have Verde, and then you don't have no spaces, so just XYZ, it doesn't even matter. I'm normally gonna put it there, and then that's whenever I go Dolka. I go Dolka like 90% of the time, unless I know they're playing a back row deck, then I go back row. If I know they're playing a back row deck, I also don't go for this. I do play this card here. This card is so good. This is my upside down card. Yeah, this is supposed to be my Mystic Mount, by the way. Qualis is so good. Just negate a spell or trap, whatever, right? So this is fine. You have your monster negate, you have your Book of Moons, and then you have your Omni negate, right? You also have the ability to lock people out because you haven't even Verded yet, and then now you're just gonna Verde. This is supposed to be my Fusion Destiny. Don't judge me, guys. Rolo has all of my cards, and I couldn't go away without doing, like, I couldn't go to sleep today without actually making this combo for you guys, because I think it's so cool. There's a lot of work that still needs to be done for the ratios, so I can work with this deck and make it as smooth as possible. I'm literally not playing any hand traps in the deck. I'm playing like call buys and stuff, and this is supposed to be my DP. You see, the beautiful thing about this is that, yeah, you didn't open up the field spell, which is fine, because they could have had a token. And then let's say like you Omni negate something, so you get rid of this, right? And then you still have that space. So the cool thing is that if you have the token, it protects from any monster targeting. Like, they can't target your monsters at all, right? So that's good. So let's say you still have this on the board, they can't target any of your stuff. You don't have the field spell like in this situation, so you just go effect, you pop it, because that's your DP, don't forget that. And then you just summon this out, and now you've locked them out of their extra deck. Wow, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna go draw face effect, you negate that, right? And then instead of, like, let's say you have the field spell, right, and then you have this, so instead of popping this and that, you can just honestly, you can just pop this, and their token will be protected from the field spell, and then you just pop something else, whatever. You could do that. You don't have to. There's just so much stuff that you can do here that it's so wild. Like, this deck is so good. I normally just go for the DP, and then I keep my Omni negate for a while more. This deck is so good. I'm gonna show you guys the lineup, a little bit of what it is. It's not fully finished. I just want to show it off, and we're gonna work on it little by little, and I'm taking this to like locals and stuff. All right, guys, so I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of the cards that I play. Of course, you got to play the one Misk with the triple. Yeah, you can see it. Cool. With the double UTC. I'm gonna explain some of the ratios right now. I think it should be fairly simple. I cut a couple of cards that I normally do play for Dinos down. I used to play for Dinos heavily. and I'm a strong believer of main decking them. But the thing is that I want this deck to go first no matter what, so I don't want to open up this stuff, you know. So if I want this deck to go first, I have to play it as a go first mentality. Like, I can't be like, oh, they're gonna know that I'm playing Dinos, so they're gonna make me go first, and then you know, but they don't know that I'm playing this variant. Shut up. Water Girl, and then 1 Griffin Rider. I was testing. These are 3 cards that I've cut out. I was testing with 3, and I cut out 1 Griffin Rider. I've opened up Griffin Rider with no ability to Brave, and it's fine because I just use it to like link summon, or if not, if I'm supposed to attack with it, I'll attack with it, but I'll link summon so I can make sure that I scythe lock my opponents if I am going first. I am supposed to be using the DPE package with the artifact scythe so I can lock people out. So yes, a lot of fun. A lot of people have stopped playing like scythe lock, which is so good for me because that means that I can just go back into it and then scythe lock people and piss them off. Continuing, I'm playing double Lost World, and then this is supposed to be a Mystic Mine. That's why it's upside down in the sleeve. Like, it's actually right up, you know. It's supposed to be a Mystic Mine. Terraforming, double Lost, Fossil Dig, I'm sorry. Triple Fossil Dig, double Pill, my fault. Triple Right, 1 Adventure, 1 Draco. That's all you need. For decks that don't need those pieces as combo pieces, this is more than enough. Triple Pot to be able to dig in. This is supposed to be my my fusions, like I said. This is my Call By, and this is my Foolish Burial. Call By, yes, Call By. This deck is nowhere finished, man. I think this deck has a lot of room for growth, and I want to try it out. Like, I really think I'm gonna take it to locals and try it out. So it's at 42, I think. 1, 2, 3. I think that was 20. $42. Huh. Yep, 42. Awesome. 42. It's super consistent. Mystic Mine is to go second card, but I kind of want to side it, which would help me so I can cut it down to 42. I mean 41. And then I wouldn't know what to play. Maybe find a way to fit like 3 ashes in here. I don't know, man. I can't play crossouts because honestly, why would I right now? Maybe I can side it. The main deck is fine. The extra deck is still just an idea. It's just a theory. Of course, the Karibo it's a Karibo. The Anima is an Anima. The Garna is a Garna. But this is where Dagda gets tricky, and then these are actual cards. So I'm missing the Verde. So let's just say like this is the Verde because I'm thinking about playing double Verde. It's normally what I do. DPE. And then, of course, Lagia, Doka, and this bad boy. So that's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards. That means that you have space for 5 more. And in theory, since you're playing pot, you should really have, because you have 5 more cards, you should really have 1 more card that you can just easily throw away. So 5 throwaway cards that, yeah, you can use them, like number 60. And then this could be like the 6th card, a part of the other 5, so it makes 9 that you actually could use a lot heavier. Like, these aren't super in the combo, like these aren't super in the combo, so these are definitely cards you can throw away, and these are cards that you're gonna have to need. You're gonna have to play 100%. That's being your Verde. And then these are your 5 that are just secondary cards that you can use, but it just depends if you need them. And then you have the other 5 that are just completely good cards, but just kind of throwaway cards. DPE double Verde is what I'm missing in the extra deck, plus 5 other cards. This deck is so good. It's so fun. I actually didn't think that it was I didn't think it was gonna be as good as it is. That's the wild thing. I'm just gonna go ahead and power shuffle like 2 to 3 times so I can rearrange the order of my deck. But this deck is so good. OCD kicked in hard. Let me show you guys a little bit of like some test hands and see what we can do with it. go ahead and that was your first shuffle. We're gonna power shuffle again. $42 cards. It doesn't even matter. Shuffle them really, really good. I want to try to get some good hands. Okay, so I'm just finishing shuffling. Let's go ahead and start it up. Oh, man, wish me luck. This is something that I have to make it work, man. I like it a lot, so I want to make it work. I at least want to top 1 or 2 locals with it. That's just kind of what I like, you know. All right, let's see. So out the bat, you don't have the Brave package yet, but let's see what we can open up with this. So the idea is that you're always going to banish 6. So then you open up a little bit better. So now it's literally all going to depend on what you want to do, because you can add the baby and you have this and that. And then this just becomes like a throwaway card at that point, you know? Not necessarily fully a throwaway because you're gonna use it, but you don't have to worry about like this stuff here, you know? So let's just put that aside for now. And then let's say that we threw these back. So now let's get into my brain and see how I think. So the thing is that if I want the token, I want the Griffin, I'm gonna lock myself out of. I'm not gonna have a negate. I'm not gonna be able to normal summon this, right? So we're gonna normal summon and we're gonna do something different. Cool. Perfect. Whatever. You're chilling. Because here, either way, instead of adding this, you can leave this for next game, and then you just go Griffin here. You still throw away your Draco back, but now you just, well, you don't have the token, so you can't special summon it. Fuck. That sucks. That really sucks. A better idea. We're gonna play this a little different. Instead of normal summoning just yet, we're gonna wait. Activate effect. This is why I'm test playing right now. To add, you add. Honestly, you can discard anything. Effect, special summon, so now you have Bad Boy here in the field. Effect, you're gonna search your Draco back. Whatever, you can't attach your Draco back, but that's fine. But you got this. You're kind of chilling now, because you kind of want that extra body on board just in case, because you've already normal summoned. Man. Special effect. You're gonna pop. You're gonna add the double pill. It doesn't even matter that you have one on hand already. Baby effect. Effect. Pop the baby. Special the other baby. Oopsie. You're gonna special the other baby, and then you're gonna go effect the other baby engraved to special summon. And so this is beneficial for the Griffin Rider, because you get to leave this baby on the field now. And that's good, because you want to be able to pop your baby on your opponent's turn. So then you can just go here to there, here to Dacta. Chain. A lot of people aren't playing Lightning Storm, so you don't have to be afraid of it right now. Effect is special. So this is set. That's still on the board, and this is where you're at right now. You can just set up your monster negates. There you go. And then you set up your Verde. And you do that. DP. Right? And that's a throwaway hand. You don't have the Griffin on the board with the negate, which is fine, but you still have your DP pop, so you can side lock people too. Then you have the Doka, which are 2 monster negates. You have this, and then you also have this, because if you pop this with this bad boy, it's awesome because you can generate follow-up again. So now you just add another UTC. And then depending on what your hand is, normally I play like Access Code Talker or whatever, right? So if Access Code Talker is one of the cards that I leave on the board, I normally go for like, well, you can, honestly, you can even leave that there. Well, actually, no, bring that to your hand. I have an idea. So let's say you did Scythe Lock them or whatever. So now you're sitting with the 2 and the 3, you're gonna go to the Unicorn, and then that, which will make it 4, and then you have an Access Code Talker. And then you can still do this and this, and that's not even you getting this. So you can have that, and you can have that, and then let's just say you banished those, whatever, doesn't matter. This is such a good deck. This is such a good deck. That was just one of my favorite test hands ever. I love this deck. Try one more test hand. I'm just kind of shuffling here because I don't want to. I just want to let this happen, you know. If I open up a bad hand, it doesn't even matter. That's fine. And this is a terrible hand, but that's fine because this is your Fusion Destiny, and then this is your Lost World. You can't normal summon any Dinos because you opened up 3 bricks. The thing is that this deck does play bricks. This being a brick, both of those, this one and the other one being a brick, so that's 3. And then if you open up UTCs with no ability to combo, they're also bricks. So I mean, like, it's fine. Dinos normally have that happen to them anyway. I remember when I used to play Gamma in this deck, and Driver used to be a thing. Oh my god. That's funny. Alright, so let's see. Okay, this has a lot of promise. It seems pretty good. Maybe I save this for later, and I use this for follow-up, and I try to Dino combo completely here. They get a token, you search. You add the Misk, of course, Misk being the best card to add. But it's very specific. You discard the Misk, you don't banish Misk yet. Effect to pop the token, you protect with the Lost World, you pop the baby. The baby effect the special baby. Banish Misk now for 1. Special 1. This, pop this. And then the effect of the baby to special summon out your Giant Rex. This is the issue. When you don't have enough monsters. It says if you control an adventurer token. This would have been crazy if you control an adventurer token like Griffin, or if you control nothing, you can special summon it. That would have been nice. But this is the cool thing. Because you open up the fusion, you don't necessarily need the 4th monster. If you didn't open this, you needed a 4th monster to be able to scythe lock people, right? So 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2. Now, this to that, this, Doka, and then double peel. Sorry, I already double peeled. Fusion. Chain that. Scythe. DP. Follow up. You have 2 spaces. Plenty of follow up. The cool thing about this is that if you DPE, the token, and this, pop that, you use the effect of the token. So then this one, token protect, and then, oh, I have Prankatops in my side. Why do I have Prankatops in my main deck? It's supposed to be in my side. Ah. There you go, that's on my side. The baby, my fault. So if you did have Prankatops already in your main deck, because you already sided it in, you go for that. If not, you can just go baby, OV, and then you add follow-up. More and more follow-up. This is cool because whatever, right? It doesn't matter. But let's just say unicorn, access code, you target unicorn, and now you have this. So this is obsolete because you don't need it, but you can just do this. Double Dino, you go that, that comes back, and then you have this if in case you want to summon out Quatless. Alright, you can just summon out some other bullshit. You know, this deck is so fun. I enjoy this deck a lot. Let me know what you guys think. You guys don't have to fully agree with me. If you guys have some cool tips, pointers, if I messed up anywhere, please call me out, let me know. I want to be able to play this deck even more. This deck is so much fun. Oh my god, I like this deck a lot. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.